Afgelopen woensdag bij de opening van het Agrarisch Onderzoekslaboratorium op het terrein van het ministerie van Landbouw, Veeteelt en Visserij had president Chandrika Persat Santokhi van de Republiek Suriname het tijdens zijn toespraak over de inkomsten van de olie- en gasindustrie en de inkomsten van de carbon-negatieve status. Suriname staat bekend om zijn uitgestrekte bossen die 93% van het land bedekken. Volgens het staatshoofd moet de volgende generatie profiteren van deze inkomsten.
And let me put it in this way, because I know we are now on the world map in terms of oil and gas, particularly after the announcement of the FID recently on October the 1st, that we consider the oil and gas as very important, very strategic for the sustainable development of our country and our people. And that as nation, we should get the opportunity to make good use of the existence of huge amount of oil and gas reserves. And the policy and the approach of my government is one of exploiting the oil and gas in a well-balanced manner. On one hand, to exploit it based on the international norms and programs of the world, led by United Nations through the COP program and other mechanisms, and we should follow that. However, as a country, we should continue with our strategy by utilizing the modern technology. And that was the confirmation of Total Energy on the announcement of the FID that their exploitation will be fully in compliance with the environmentally friendly operations of the international oil business. And that's the commitment what we have as country with the international oil companies, that we should exploit the oil and gas in that manner, environmentally friendly operations, utilizing the modern technology, reducing the emission, and using the income of the oil and gas for further transitioning towards green energy, investment in the green energy, using the income for the next generation, and the State and Stabilization Fund. Use the income for the diversification of your economy, for example, the agriculture, for the food processing, for the food production, but also in other areas like tourism, but also using your income to create a resilient community, to invest in security, invest in education, investment in health, in infrastructure. And today we are expressing, yes, the oil and gas is coming, particularly the oil, but a sustainable future is the agriculture. Because food we will need forever. Oil and gas will disappear. And that is our call. If we acknowledge that, let us have a sustainable, a responsible strategy towards our oil and gas. And that is what we are guaranteeing, to have more inclusion of the people in the oil and gas. And my team at the cabinet is preparing a platform of all Surinamese people with expertise and skills to support the community, to support the government in designing a sustainable strategy in oil and gas based on the inclusion of our people as addressed in our constitution. That the natural resources of the country belong to the nation, and that they should benefit also. That's our strategy. And that team which we'll compose will get instruction to design that strategy, and if possible to design legislation to protect the income of our oil and gas for this and future generation. Ladies and gentlemen, and therefore we'll need also support from the IDB, from the European Union, from ICA and other international organizations to assist us in designing the strategy. That oil and gas is for the energy security of the world. And that is why we want to design it in such a way. That food security program is for the world. And we are willing to take our role. We are willing to take our responsibility. And we are willing to play a leading role as a country, as one of the 3 carbon negative country, high forested country, 93%, low deforestation, well-balanced biodiversity, diverse people, oil and gas, gold, bauxite. Yes, we can lead. And that we'll address also in the upcoming COP29 in Azerbaijan and the upcoming biodiversity meeting in Colombia, Cali. However, as country will come with a new proposal that the world need to protect those countries with a carbon negative status, and also the countries with a net zero status. It should be a responsibility of the world to support us, to get us that support what we need in technical term and financial support. Getting access to climate financing is a challenge which need to be resolved as quick as possible, and that our country and people should benefit. So once again, we are part of the world, and we know the challenge of the world, and we are doing our part by registering our carbons at the registry system of the United Nations system, the UNFCCC. We'll start with a carbon trade based on the compliance system of the United Nations, with the intention to get income from our carbon credits for further strengthening our forest management, strengthening the capacity of control, management, strengthen the capacity of the local community, but also coming with development program to increase development in those areas and those target groups which are still in a very underprivileged position.